At a Social Distance is inspired by staying together through this strange, confusing, and stressful time. I have measured out 6 feet between me and my guest. This is the social distance set forth by the CDC to drastically reduce the spread of the coronavirus. I sanitize the table and chairs, allowing for a safe space for conversation. At a Social Distance has a unique format. Each guest will answer 15 questions. I, the host, will ask 10 of the same questions to each guest, in the same order for every show. The guest will then be given 5 questions that the previous guest wrote for them. The kicker is, each following guest will not be announced until the prior guest has their questions written. Before this podcast concludes, I aim to have a highly diverse set of individuals come social distance with me. At a Social Distance. Who are you?
Oh, my name's Ethan. I was born here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Let's see, my parents are Richard and Valerie Hall. Dude, there's some amazing people. I went to La Cueva High School. I played tennis. I was in ROTC. And
Which branch?
which branch? Oh, dude. The Marines. Yeah, Marines, dude. It was awesome. And then the main thing about me is I'm a musician.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. That's like who I am at my heart, and that's like everything that I do is with music.
Awesome. Is there anything else that you would like to say about who you are?
Yes, dude. So I think I'm a very unique person. Like, I don't think that I'm like a lot of other people, which I love about myself. Like, I am fucking... Can I cuss? Okay. So yeah, I'm like so into Justin Bieber, bro. Like, I'm a guy, and like I love Justin Bieber. Like,
Awesome.
and like, dude, I like to do things that are like out of the normal. Like, I like to wear things that will like make people like wonder, like, wait, like, what's up with this guy? Like, only like everyone says that only certain people should dress a certain way or something, and I like to just be unique and like sort of push those stereotypes, push those boundaries, and just like do things that are the exact opposite of what people would consider to be normal. And yeah, I think I'm just a very interesting person. Everyone's interesting. You're a very interesting person too. But yeah, I love to go singing, singing in public, which is really fun. And I love like starting random conversations with like strangers that I don't know, and just talking to people that I've never met. And I like to bridge the gaps between people, like just like saying hello, or like how are you doing or whatever, and just starting from there, you know.
Awesome. How have you been spending your time?
Well, dude, I have to go to work from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, so that's a bitch, but it's work, dude. Everyone has to work.
So where do you work?
Dude, I work at this place called Active Life. It's a prosthetics and orthopedic company. It's locally owned, really great people that own it. It's a fantastic job. They help people on a daily basis. And yeah, I'm super happy and blessed to be working there. But besides work, dude, I play a lot of video games, bro. Let me tell you. I play this video game. It's called League of Legends. It is the funnest fucking game I've ever played in my life, dude. And I'm addicted. Like, I'm a hardcore addicted to it, bro. Like, I've been playing it for like 8 years, but I still play it because all my friends play it, and like it's fun, dude. We have fun together. But like after I get off work, before I start playing video games, I like to try to go sing for an hour, and then after I sing, I'll eat dinner, and then I'll play video games for like 4 or 5 hours. But lately, I've actually I've been doing a lot of singing, which is great, but I've also been playing a lot of music and writing songs too. So almost every day I get out and sing, I go to work, I play music, whether it's piano or guitar, and then I will spend time just chilling, like playing video games or whatever. Yeah.
Cool, man. Is there anything else you'd like to say about how you spend your time?
Yeah, I mean, dude, nobody's a perfect person, but like I love who I am. Especially now, like I've grown a lot. Time can make a lot of positive changes for people, but I do like on weekends, especially the last few months. Like I've been like doing some psychedelics, like mushrooms and acid. I really enjoy psychedelics, bro. Like being on tripping, especially if you're completely alone, like you just have nothing there but your thoughts, and you can think through like problems, and you can think through like future goals and stuff like really clearly. And a lot of times you come out like at the end of the trip, and you just feel like you have a better sense of where you want to go in life, and maybe where you're at in life, and how to move forward and progress in a positive way.
Awesome. Well, our next question is, who do you look up to?
That's a great question. I was actually just thinking about this. So, dude, I look up to my mom, man, because my mom is an amazing person. There's nobody on this earth that loves me more than her. And I'm sure my dad too, but like I just have a special connection with my mom. And just the way that she has loved me, and the way that she has sacrificed and put everything else for my life ahead of hers, and like just that kind of love that she has for me, and the way that she's self-sacrificed and did everything she could for me, like that's exactly how I want to treat other people. And that's the sort of example that I want to take with my future family. I hope to God someday to have. And, I just look up to her so much. She's, I don't know, she's like the sweetest person I've ever met. Like, she's never done anything to wrong me or harm me. And that kind of love is just like, it's super special, and I look up to her a lot. And of course, even my mom isn't a perfect person. And me being older now, I understand that not even your mom can be perfect, but I love her with all my heart, and I definitely want to be just like her in terms of being a parent, and the way that she conducts the family and stuff like that.
Great. Are there any other people that you look up to?
Yeah, my older brother, he's like, I would describe him as like the perfect person, basically. He just loves everybody. He's extremely generous. He puts everything else first. He's got a whole family now, and like I can just see how much he loves his family, his kids, his wife, everyone. And he's always been such a hard worker. He went to military school. He was also a musician, just like me. But the main reason I look up to him is because just the way that he conducts and he carries himself. Like, I never saw him do a mean thing or a wrong thing to anybody. And I just like I want to put myself on that level. Like, if I'm not living the same way in the way that he is, then I'm doing something wrong. And that's a really great person to look up to, is because he puts such high standards, and how to treat other people with respect, and how to treat yourself with respect too. Because it's not just others, you got to treat yourself with respect as well. But he is amazing. Let me think, dude. Because I really look up to musicians as well. Dude, like Billie Eilish, bro. She's like 18, and she's just insane. Like, I've listened to her music. She's fucking amazing. Her voice is awesome. Like, anybody who follows their dreams and their gifts, especially musicians, and they bring those dreams to fruition, and we get to see those dreams play out, I look up to those people so much. Because living your dream and just sharing your gifts, especially musically, with the world, like that is really amazing. I think those people are awesome, dude.
So Billie Eilish of musicians, are there any other musicians?
Oh yeah, dude. Like Katy Perry, is amazing. I mean, less famous ones, but like the Goo Goo Dolls, who I love. Oh, dude, Eminem, bro. Like Eminem's insane. I started listening to him only like when I got to college, only like 6 years ago, 7 years ago. But he raps about his life. Like he doesn't just rap about nothing. And like I love how his lyrics are so like you can really feel like the shit that he's saying, like when he raps about his daughters or he's rapping about like his dad or his mom or whatever, and like you can get on his level and like you understand like what he's talking about, and the way that he connects with his audience like that, and just the way he spits verses is just insane. Like I could listen to him all day, and yeah, he's incredibly inspiring, dude. I look up to that guy big time.
Sweet, man. So our fourth question is, how do you express yourself?
Dude, I express myself through music and through art. But music is a form of art. So,
But you're talking about visual art when you say music and art.
yeah. So I do a little bit of visual art, but it's not my specialty.
Okay.
But I do actually enjoy doing some visual art. But my main art is music. And I love to go sing. Like that's something I started doing 5 or 6 years ago, and I'm to the point now where I can visually hear the progression and the change that my voice has gone through over the years, and I'm very pleased with the work that I've done. And I just love sharing my musical ability with others, because I feel like it expresses a sense of joy and a sense of just peace that I like to share with others, and it always brings up positive energy. Sometimes it doesn't, but I love to express myself by singing, also by writing. I like to write music, and I actually wrote like a few songs recently. But you can tell by the lyrics, you can always tell like what's going on in my heart, I guess. And that is a way to express myself and my feelings, and just getting those lyrics out on the page and putting them into a melody and a musical like song or whatever. But that's how I express myself big time. Also through dancing, because I go to FX. I used to go to FX before all this shit was happening. But I used to go with my friend Paige every single Friday, and it was so much fun, dude. Like just getting on that dance floor and letting loose and not caring at all what anyone was thinking or anything like that, and just making it only about the expression of me dancing. And like, oh, dude, I can't wait till all this is over so I can get back to doing that. And you know what, dude? You need to come out with me, bro. Because I need a new set of friends to come squatting with me at FX. So
that sounds like fun, man.
So I'll be hitting you up to see.
Once this is all over.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let me know.
Well,
cool. Are there any other ways that you express yourself?
Freestyle rapping. Yeah, dude. I mean, you remember those days?
Oh yeah.
Oh heck yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
Whew. Damn, I mean, I still love to do that. But that's a music thing too. But yeah, freestyle rapping, writing out lyrics and stuff, and anything to do with music is a way to express for me.
Great. All right, we'll move on to the next question. So question number 5 is, what do you want to do?
What do I want to do with my life? Or what do I want to do like right now? Or
what do you want to do?
Up to my interpretation? Okay, so... Wow, okay. Well, when I first moved here, the only thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to fix my heart. Because there was something wrong with my heart, and there was something wrong with me and I couldn't think of nothing else mattered except fixing that. And thankfully, I have come quite some ways in learning to love myself again and learning to forgive myself for a lot of the terrible choices that I've made, unfortunately. But that is a continuous goal for me, and something that I'm always working on is keeping my mental, emotional, spiritual health balanced and at a good level where I feel like I love who I am and I can be proud of the person that I am and the decisions that I make. And then that leads to true happiness. And can you repeat the question just so I know I'm on the right track here?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Yeah, so what I want to do is I want to keep working on myself all the time, and I want to make sure that I never allow myself to get to a point like where I've been at in my past, where I've made decisions and things that I hated and done things that I didn't like and that made me generally become somebody that I didn't want to be. And so that is a huge focus for me and something that I'm always working on. So I'm always making sure that that I'm treating people with respect, and also treating myself with respect, and like making good decisions for myself and my body, and things like that. So that's a big thing. It should be for everybody. If you can be good with yourself, then you can be good with anything. At least I feel that way. And there's really nothing more important in life than making sure that you love yourself and you also love others. And you can't really love others until you love yourself. But if we get on more like outside of that, I want to be a musician and I want to do music. I want to start playing piano gigs like all the time, and maybe thinking about doing piano gigs full time and only doing music. I want to start a YouTube channel. I want to start posting on there like weekly, see if I can grow the channel. Who knows? And then I want to go audition for like American Idol or The Voice or something like that. And then even if I don't become the next like fucking pop star, I just want to make sure that I already know that my greatest gift is music, hands down. There's no question about it. Like, I know that I'm meant to share my music with others and the world, so that's what I want to do. And I want to just work towards that goal of being able to do music as a career and just being able to do that thing that I love for forever,
Great, man. Sounds really nice.
Thank you.
So our sixth question is, how do you see yourself?
Wow, I see myself as very misunderstood, especially to a lot of other people.
In what sense?
Like,
how do you think that people understand you versus how you are?
So I feel like my life I've been through a lot in the last year and half to 2 years. And I really was almost like a shade of myself like a year and a half ago. And I've grown so much. So I think maybe I feel more misunderstood when I first moved here, but I just don't think that people get that I'm just so unique and so different, and some people just they're just not used to someone who's so different, and so maybe they think it's weird or whatever. So I don't know. I do feel like I'm a little misunderstood with some people.
Weird in what sense?
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean?
Like you said that some people might think that you're weird. What about yourself do you think that other people think that is weird?
Yeah, no, that's exactly like I can see that other people think it's weird, but to me, I don't think it's weird at all.
For like, what about you?
So like the fact that I go out and I sing in public and like I go out on my breaks and I sing in the parking lot sometimes.
So where is that you sing in public?
Uh, well, I usually do it out by Frontier.
Okay, and where is that?
Well, it's here in Albuquerque. What do you mean?
Well, because we know where the frontier is, but
Okay.
as an interviewer,
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
exclusively ask questions.
Okay.
Like, where is the frontier? Like,
So-
where do you sing? Where in Albuquerque? You know,
Yeah.
like it seems basic to us,
Okay.
but to be able to describe where it is like in Albuquerque, it's like kind of special for other people who aren't from here.
Okay.
You know, like it's, you know, the middle of the town. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Do you want me to say where it's at?
yeah, sure.
Okay. So it's right across the street from the university, which is here in downtown Albuquerque. The Frontier is like this amazing restaurant right there, but they have this little like stoop that you can stand up on, and all the students like walk past to and from, and it's just a perfect place to sing, especially if like you wanna put yourself out there and like get experience of performing in front of others. But yeah, people will think that's strange or
Well, strange being away from the norm, yes.
mhm.
Like it is technically strange,
Yeah,
but if what you want to do is be heard and to sing, it makes sense,
exactly.
right?
And that's why it makes perfect sense to me. And that's why sometimes I feel misunderstood because, people will just sort of be negative about it or just be like, wow, that's weird or whatever.
In what
Whereas,
sense do people do that?
I mean, I've gotten it from everywhere. Like I've had people at my work, like give me that vibe. I've had people just randomly off the street, like come up and give me those sort of negative vibes.
Like they confront you about it?
Yeah, exactly. And they're just like, what are you doing? Like, this isn't normal. And I'm like, well, yeah, like, I'm not normal. Not like most people. So, yeah. What was the question?
The question is, how do you see yourself?
Okay.
But if it differs, like the way that the questions work, you don't have to stick on anything.
Okay. Cool.
It's more just for you to, speak. pretty
Nice.
much.
Do you want me to just keep going on that then?
Whatever you want to say, man.
Sweet.
This is your space to share.
Thank you, man. So I also view myself as a person that has so much light and so much love inside, and like all I want to do is just share it with everybody. Like I just want to like ask people how they're doing and just say hello to everyone that I meet, and I want to spread joy and positive messages and let people know that everything's gonna be all right and like we're gonna get through this. And I literally feel like I have so much joy and so much love inside my heart, and like that is the main thing that I take from myself. Like I know that that I'm not perfect. Like I know that for sure. And I've been able to understand and learn a lot of like from the mistakes that I've made, and it's allowed me to mature as a person and understand the way that I want to be. And I'm just like so full of love. Like I can't wait to like meet a girl and like have a family and like have kids and stuff, dude. Like that's gonna be so amazing. And I just see myself as that person that just is super upbeat and super joyful and just wants to bring and share joy with others.
Great. That leads really nicely into our next question.
Nice.
What does love mean to you?
Love, well, there's a few different types of love. So there's love between family, which is a really awesome type of love, where, you just you do anything for a family member to keep them safe, and a love where you want to see a family member succeed and do well and be happy in life. Then there's love, like love of a neighbor or a stranger, where you can just have love inside your heart for someone that you don't even know, just because you want to see that you just want to see other people happy. And then the biggest love, which is still part of a family love, but love of like a spouse, I guess, or like a significant other. And that kind of love is like super hard to find, very special when you do find it though. And love, just in its essence, love is the most important thing. Without love, then there's no meaning to life, I don't think. Not to say that even if you're alone, you can still have love for yourself. Because I don't think not everybody is meant to be with somebody. But you have to have love at the core of your heart and at the core of your ideals and what you want to do with life. Love has to be at the center always, and love is just a precious and innocent, it's invaluable. Love is amazing, and love is the greatest thing on earth.
Is there any other way that you see love?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many aspects to love. Like, love can even be a danger, like, depending on what or who you're falling in love with. Like, sometimes you can fall in love, but it's not exactly what you needed, or maybe it wasn't the right time, or it wasn't the right person, and falling in love actually caused you to spiral and make all these bad decisions and blah blah blah. But at the same time, it can do the exact opposite, and you can fall in love and it can change your life completely, and put you in the right direction. Yeah.
Great. So our 8th question is, what should change?
What should change? Wow. People should change. Like, I should change. Everyone should change. There's not a single thing that shouldn't change, because nothing is perfect, that everything can always be better. I think the world should change. I think that there's too much negativity. Everyone's too focused on themselves. Like, we should become more generous people. Like, there's still racism in the world. There's still inequality. But what should change is people's hearts, I think. And I think that a lot of people do understand it, but there's just a lot of negativity and a lot of hate and a lot of selfishness and anger and bitterness, and I just wish that everyone could learn to, like, love each other more and not focus so much on all the anger and all the hate. And I think that's, like, the biggest thing that could change in the world. Maybe if, like, all the other countries stopped, like, doing wars and stuff, like, that's all pointless. Like, we should not be wasting our human lives and resources on destroying one another. We should be using all that resource to build each other up and to come together as a united species. I just don't think that the way the world is now is definitely, there's a lot that needs to be changed.
Okay. Is there anything else that you think should change?
Yeah, I think social norms should change. I don't think that, like, if I wanted to, like, talk, like, super, like, preppy and I was like, oh my god, like, I love you guys, like, I want to hang out with you forever, like, people can hear me talk like that and they'll think, like, oh, this guy, like, maybe he's gay, or, like, maybe he's weird. I don't know. But social norms should change. Like, people should be able to act the way that is comfortable and the way that they feel free, as long as you're loving other people. Like, obviously, if I want to go around being a dick, like, that's not the way to do it. But social norms need to change. Like, you should be able to wear whatever you want without people thinking that you're weird or whatever. And yeah, I think just, like, socially, there's a lot that needs to change. The main word is acceptance. Like, everyone needs to learn acceptance and to accept people for who they are, and just love each other the way that we came to this earth.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, our ninth question is, what do you believe in terms of a higher power?
Well, I was raised Christian.
Okay.
And I believed in God for many years. When I turned 20, I stopped believing in God. Well, yeah, it's not like I stopped. I just chose not to follow the religion, and I made it public to my family and to everybody. But very recently, I started reconsidering that decision. I do believe that there is a higher power and that there is a God. I just don't know exactly, like, which God to follow or which religion to follow, but I do believe there is a God, like, 100%. I don't think that we came from nothing. But yeah, I'm just not sure, like, if I believe in everything the Christian religion teaches, but I undoubtedly do believe in God. And I do believe that there is something after this life. And I don't know what. But I hope that by, being, it's not about being a good person, but I just feel like whoever the God is, like, hopefully he has a design for us where everyone has the chance to have or just live forever peacefully. I don't know, it sounds like a lot, but I would hope that. Yeah.
Wow. Is there anything else that you would like to say about your beliefs in a higher power?
Just that there is a higher power, and that I definitely feel like it can watch you and see what you're doing. And I just, yeah, I mean, I'm very unsure, to be honest, but the bottom line is that I do believe in a God. I just don't know exactly which one or in what way I believe it.
All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Our last question that's consistent for every guest is, how will you make this world better?
Wow, that's a great question. Okay. Well, I start off by bettering myself. So every day, I try to become a better version of myself. I try to treat others with respect and love others in everything that I do. I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
How will you make this world better?
So yeah, I will become a better person so that way I can make the world better. Instead of leaving scars, emotional scars and cuts from lies and deceit, I will sow new friendships and create trust between friends. And instead of lying and taking, I will be honest with people and give what I have to uplift others and share with others. I will also share my music with the world to bring joy and bring light into darkness. And just with everything I do, I'll make sure that I love and uplift others and that I never allow myself to bring any sort of negativity upon anybody, because that's not what life is about. Life is about creating a positive change, and I can probably say more. What was it? How will you change the world?
How will you make this world better?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, and then also, I guess I will make myself available to others in need, and to other people who maybe they need a friend or just someone to talk to. I'm going to make sure that I include everyone in what I do. So if I go and I'm going to go for a hike, I'm going to make sure that everybody who wants to go can go, and I don't want to leave anyone behind, I guess. I'm going to always make sure that I see the person who is there in the corner, and you can see that there's something wrong and nobody ever does anything. I'm going to be the one that goes up and talks to this person and asks are you okay? You're not alone. I'm here for you if you need somebody.
Great. Well, that's the end of the questions that everybody will get. So Sam Hart, our last guest, wrote these questions.
Nice.
So you have 5 more.
Okay. How are these answers? Are they a little too long or a little too short?
Anything that you want to say. If you just said a couple words and then I asked you the follow-up question is a couple words.
Okay.
Cool. If you spent 30 minutes on each one, cool. This isn't open-ended. This is for you to speak and for me to ask questions. And
okay.
I don't have any expectations.
Okay, cool.
Cool. So our first question that Sam Hart wrote is, what is your favorite time of day and how does that affect you?
Wow. Ooh. That's so hard because I don't necessarily have a time of the day I love more than the other. I love waking up in the morning and just getting a good start to the day, and you're just woken up, you're energized, you're ready to fucking start, go to work or whatever. But then I enjoy the end of the day too, when you're done with work and you finally get to go home and fucking chill and smoke a joint and chill, and then and yeah, I would say those between, it's got to be either the early in the morning or evening. Probably I would enjoy evening even more, just because it's super relaxing. You're sort of getting to do whatever you want. So I'd say I like evening.
Evening is your favorite part of the day.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
100%.
Cool. Second Sam Hart question is, how does hearing languages affect you?
Oh, dude, I always find it so weird, like when I hear someone speaking a different language. It's just so interesting, like how you can learn this language from just being a baby, just being around all these other people speaking it. But I mean, I find it very intriguing. I love listening to other languages being spoken, especially people who can speak multiple languages. Like that shows a lot of intelligence. And then just language in general is very interesting to think about and study. Like even like Asian languages are insane. Like what the hell are they even saying? Like I don't even know. Like a lot of it sounds the same, but it's like somehow they're speaking like a whole nother language. I don't know. I just find it very interesting. I love hearing different languages, especially like Asian languages.
Cool. That's a great answer.
Thank you.
So our third question from Mr. Sam is, if you could go anywhere right now, where would you go?
Wow, dude. I think maybe I would like to go to like Japan or Tokyo and just like start living over there and like start doing life over there or something. I don't even know. Or maybe I could go to like a lot more what's the word, like a country that is much less fortunate than ours, and like I would go there and just help like do something, like create homes or just do something special like that to help another country that is suffering. So yeah, I would do one of those two things.
Great. Our fourth question is, what is your favorite object and why?
Dude, my favorite object is a piano, bro. It is the most beautiful fucking amazing instrument ever created. It's so insane, like how someone even made that. But it's this object that when you play it, it can just make a sound that is so incredible. Like you can have 10 different sounds all at the same time, all coming from this one object. And I actually have a grand piano that my mom's supposed to give to me when I can take it, and I can't wait for that. But without a doubt, a piano is the single most amazing object that I can think of.
Sweet. Our last question of the podcast is, what makes you feel good?
Wow. You know what makes me feel good is when I'm singing out on the corner and I see someone drive by and they wave at me. Or I'm singing on the corner and I see someone biking across the way and they give me the high five or whatever. And I can see that me being up there has caused another person to have a positive experience with me. That makes me so happy. I love doing things that are good for others. Like it makes me happy when I go to work and I show up on time and I do a good job. It makes me happy when I can call my parents and talk to them and make sure that they're doing well. What was the question again?
What makes you feel good?
What makes you feel good? Oh, dude, and just being around others, like being around friends and people that uplift you and make you feel loved and welcome and respected, that makes me feel good. And Yeah, and generally just doing things that I know are good for me. Like when I play music, it makes me feel good because I know that I'm strengthening my talents and I'm doing things that I should be doing. And so, like music, um, making positive changes in other people's lives, um, being there for people that need me, like my parents, um, and generally just carrying myself well and making good decisions in terms of work, in terms of everything. Like just being the person that I can love no matter what, that makes me feel good.
Thank you so much for coming, man.
Thank you so much for having me, bro.
Yeah, that was great.
I love you a lot, my friend. I appreciate you doing this podcast, and thank you so much for having me as a guest.
Great.
Appreciate it.